Hello guys, it's Cat once again with Westland Survival. In this particular video, actually going to talk about food and what's going to help you in these particular areas. First of all, we have the iron mine area and all these winter outposts that are actually in this area of the map. They're cold areas. Now, you guys know that, and in the old days we need special clothes for that. Now in this new update, we don't need special clothes. You're incapable of actually traveling to this area. The only thing you need, and that's very important, it's special food. Now this area here, you need something that's gonna heat you up, and it's gonna be this one right here. I'm gonna show you guys that. This heat setup right here, where do we have it? Just around here. It is coming right here after this one. Here we go. Warming wild stew, that's going to give you extra heat. It's going to give you 5 in cold protection areas. Of course, you can also have special clothes on, but these particular special clothes do not normally give you much of protection. But these one right here are, of course, going to give you extra kind of abilities. And of course, some of them are more durability than others, so they actually can hold down attacks as well. But to be honest, one thing you really want to have is making sure that you have special kind of food and drinks. So if you're going to a cold area, you're gonna eat this hot stew, and then you're actually ready to go to that area. So remember, that's the only ingredients you need to do to actually get to that area. That's in the new update. In the old update, you needed special clothes. So remember that, guys. Some of you guys ask, how are we going to do it on these hot areas? Now, the hot areas, that's the newest thing in this particular game as well. And that's exactly the same. So you need some kind of special kind of ingredients that you're going to eat. And this one right here is a cool drink. So let's just find a cool drink. It's in the bottom right here. We have it right here. Here we go. Iced tea. Iced tea itself is going to give you the protection of 5 on hot areas. So there's no doubt that you need to ignore the cold and the heat just by eating. Remember that. So if you want to ignore the cold and heat areas, you need special kind of ingredients, and the tea is for the hot areas, and the hot stew is actually for the cold areas. So these 2 ingredients you actually need. You can get these one right here from making it at your home base, and yeah, that's actually pretty easy making. So I just recommend that you make these kind of special soups and of course drinks for doing that. There's also other drinks here, and some of them are actually giving you other abilities. One of them is quite fun actually. This one right here is chance to avoid attack by 7%. That's a funny thing. I really want to try that out as soon as possible and make a video on that. But if you guys want to know anything about the newest update, this is actually one of the best thing to know, that you can go to these areas just by having special kind of food ingredients at you. And when you're looking at your hero here, you exactly have 2 hungry thing that he can put on, and 1 special kind of drink. So you can drink 1 kind of thing, and you can have 2 other ingredients by food. And I do recommend that you have that every time you go, because some of them are actually giving you the ability for shooting better, getting more health and so on. This one right here is actually easy to make, and it's just making a 5% extra the first time on health, but it's also every time you eat it for half an hour is actually giving you a chance for having a maximum health with plus 20. So just to sum this up, guys, if you want to go to the snow areas, you need to take the hot stew, and if you're going to these hot areas like the small lake, there's going to be a lot of heat, and in those areas we recommend you take the iced tea. So remember that, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this particular game and the newest update. I think it's actually quite amazing, and I think one of the best thing is the food right now, because I'm actually trying out all of the ingredients and all of the food variations, and all of them are giving you some kind of boost forever. So when you take this first time, the warm wild stew, you actually get 10% extra damage for the rest of the time right here. You're playing. You just need to eat it 1 time. And you get, when you take it, For the next half hour, you get a plus extra in cold protection. Plus, you get a maximum health with a plus 100. So that's actually giving you just by that one ingredient. Then you can take this one as well if you want that. That's going to give you an extra spirit points. You don't need that in that particular area actually. Or it will also give you an extra 100 in health. So just look at some of the things that will be suitable for you to actually doing on those travels. So hope you guys enjoy this. Copycat, please subscribe to my channel if you want any kind of more walkthrough on how heat and cold is actually working. I just want to recommend that you actually write that in comment and I will make a video on it. I can also make a video on it so you guys can see that I'm actually doing these kind of tasks and it's actually working. But just to make it easy for you guys, it is actually pretty easy because you don't need any kind of special clothes on, even though that the clothes, like I said, the clothes of course is giving you the ability for making special things, but it's actually not giving you the ability like in old days for much protection. The heat right here, of course, you can get this bear suit, special suit. I have some special suits here, and this one right here is in -1, and you can see there's 4 of these. So if you just take one ingredient of the hot stew, that's actually enough protection, more than all of these suits can actually do. So I rather want to use time on actually focusing on the protection on this particular one here. This one is 0.5, for example, in a cold area, but it's also 0.5 in a hot area. So this one is actually good having on in both areas. But still, if you go into these areas, I still recommend that you use the food, because that's going to protect you even more. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. See you guys next time. I'm Copycat. Please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and as always, guys, have fun playing it. This is Westland. Bye, guys.